So let's quick go with our session today. I will be sharing the presentation. It's a PPT planned for this session so far. And what you are going to have, just as moderator says, it's all about the open knowledge and digital inclusivity or inclusion. Um, it will be in a shape of Rwanda, like how here in Rwanda we are just in digital include, or how we just emphasize on digital inclusion, and it will be talking about my role in supporting education through open platforms where I've been saying like Wikipedia and the other sister project of it as well. So to quick go with this, and this will be helpful to understand how the open knowledge and digital inclusion should be like a school to work transition, maybe in some country over in some African countries and even other countries all over the world, because when things is open, it means each and everyone can have access to that things or to that um, supporting material or education material, something else which is open. It will be good for each and everyone to access and use. So this and event will be contributed to hear the voice of Africa in a global knowledge, so that the global should understand that Africa is now booming, making change, having things set to the development and to the creation of decent works. So let's go. That is who is me, as the moderator have shared. And moreover, I can say that I'm a Wikimedian, and even not only being a Wikimedian, I'm a JCI member. Maybe last year I've been the JCI youth, I mean the local president for the JCI Kigali youth as well. I was seeing my brother Idris as a JCI. So, and through Wikipedia, or through Wikimedia project, I've been introducing this initiative called the Wiki Clubs, where we install them in our schools, so that to bring together the students, so just to have a knowledge and to really understand how to use the open platform, how to acquire the open knowledge, how to just have accessibility, so how to access things in a digital world, but in an open way. So when we go to this, we have a quote here. It says like, if your language, story, and culture doesn't exist on Wikipedia, you don't exist in the global conversation. That's mean when people conversant with each other, we be conversing things which are really known. We'll be just talking about the hot topic, the pressing topic. So when your language and your story and your culture doesn't even exist on Wikipedia, as I told you, Wikipedia is a global encyclopedia where it have a daily visit which are greater than CNN and the other, I mean, broad news or broad communication companies or institutions, so that man, things figuring on Wikipedia should be just little known, and people will be conversing about that. So Africa is missing from the words was knowledge. That is real, because when we go down with this, we'll be finding how Africa is figuring. And though when we are talking this, we be coming with a fact as well. Of Wikipedia articles covers Africa, that is 4%. What's mean? And even Africa is a big continent, have 55 countries. Can you think this? It's really uh, not actual facts. So then, when you go to this, the continent with 17% of the world population, you think this, then we are having 4% of visibility on Wikipedia as a global encyclopedia. When it comes to the African like internet access, see the people 600 million. That is a digital divide. Why is that the knowledge gap? That's why when this number of people are not accessing internet, are not accessing uh, information, are not accessing the open words, this will be just causing a really digital divide in a wider. So when it comes to this, the 70% of the African is unemployed, and though others are underemployed. That's regards to the black or the blocking of school to work transition. This means what? When we are teaching students in a school, in universities, from where and where, in our TVET, in our technical schools, but we didn't shape them, we didn't build them into arrangeable ventures or arrangeable businesses or arrangeable innovations, that is not, and that is nothing. So that people should be just accessing first. Um, People be just being digitalized to really understand the world they are facing, the world they are heading to. So let's quickly go. If the time allows, what is the open knowledge? When we say open knowledge, it's just free, accessible, collaborative, and for everyone. When we talk about this, we really mean that the knowledge is actually free. There are no one who pays to lead Wikipedia. There are no one who pays to edit Wikipedia. There are no one who paid to contribute on Wikipedia. So that is a free knowledge. So Wikipedia is really small when you compare it to the other sister projects which surround it. When we say about Wikidata, it's where we found all the data. That is the structured open data for the world. So where you can find each and everything, items, properties, and lectures. So that's why we should be just taking people to really understand how the world is really open and how they should be use such kind of openness to do what, to develop themselves. So when we say about Wikimedia Commons, it's a free media library, images and videos. So you can just find the image or video of each and everything be here on this word. When we talk about the Wixos and the wiki quotes, I swear about the free text and the notable quotations. When you really want to have access, maybe like the letter written by President Kennedy, the former USA president, maybe have written a letter to the new Pope who been elected to be the Pope. But that such letter you can find it on weak source. When you really when you really want to see something like archives, those latest documentation been documented by elders, documented by knowledgeable people, documented by readers, documented by such big people and big fishes in the world. You can find them on the wiki quotes and the wiki sources. When we talk about wiki voyage, this is really good and it's a source of opportunity and a source of work. It's a free worldwide travel guide. When you really just go down the experiencing in a wiki voyage, you be just like a tour guide, people who are guiding others in a tourism, in a traveling, in a things like that. So it's really simple to people to have this, and the knowledge is really open and free as well. It's a free, accessible, collaborative, and that's for everyone. So when it becomes to the Wiki Club, as my initiative, is a local learning community at school where people are coming together, just having challenges on the wiki quest. Then after having the wiki quest, they'll be just working together to develop something, be it educational materials, be it something else, be it photo hunting, be it something. So that we be just see the people working collaboratively to develop, to I mean, to learn something or to learn about their own culture, their own history, their own things like that. So that the other ways things are really being used. So Rwandan opens knowledge movements. Let's see, by the week media communication. Okay, this is where we came from as well in this word or in this openness. We call it Wikimedia Community User Group Rwanda. Since 2019, in 2020, we launched the Wiki Clubs, and in 2021, we started Wiki Loves Women. Then I've been awarded as the gender inclusivity in our content. So I'm the one who did the great content regarding the gender divide gap, so to fill this. So then in 2022, expansion of Wikidata, we common wiki version in Kinyarwanda, so that people starting to document or to analyze the datas. Those I can remind each one like those data you find when you maybe Google, the other searching engine. Most of the data will be coming from the Wikidata because data is the platform week that is that platform holding the worldwide data. So in 2024, Robert Rugamba win the program lead in a Wiki Club. We have been training youth on ADT nationwide. So because we are now having 6 universities and 12 secondary school we are operating in, so we are really figuring out how to be extending and how be including this thing of language revitalization, so that there are people be are really understanding their language and using their oldest version of their language, so that historical, I mean, the linguistic history cannot be disappeared. So 2026, we are scaling to 1,000+ children and voices added to the global knowledge, so that we are really wondering to make this great as much as possible, so that we be having many youths contributing to these open knowledge platforms, because the open knowledge platform are not only Wikipedia and such other things. Maybe we can say this platform, we call it Storybox. It's for kids, but really interesting when you try to join it, you'll be finding much things that are pleasing. So that's okay. Let's go. When we talk about Wiki Club, that bridging schools to work. So how we bridge schools to work. When people are being working together through the clubs, through that we clubs at their schools, at their universities, we'll be shaping them to first to have this kind of critical thinking. So then after we be just they are becoming the multilingual in writing, because they are writing in French, in English, in Kinyarwanda, in Swahili, in other language which are really possible and more. And even those kind of digital literacy, because they be just little understanding how to use digital materials and how to access such platform, and and even they be just having the such methodologies, because when you're writing something on Wikipedia, will be just set and research for something you are looking about, because when you're writing something on Wikipedia, that thing should be notable as well, and should be well covered by the newsletter, the news outlets, so that we measure the notability of things you are writing about, you are writing on the Wikipedia as well. So when you are good at Wikidata, so much of youth, much of university graduates are going out with such great understanding of data entry and data analysis. So, and even uh, others should be become the community lead, because this kind of community leadership, when you are leading the club, when you are leading the other people in their work, when they are leading the challenge and the quests, so you be just have such shape, so that of being encouraging where possible to reinforce this culture of cultivating leadership or community leadership in young people. So learn innovation education that I've been doing. So this moderator have talked about. We have been working Kingdom Gate as managing director. We have been in Heart Place. In Heart Place, I've been the campus director. I mean, Heart Place is an American initiative that that nurture the social entrepreneurs to to the worldwide level, so that the other time I've been there as the campus director, and we have did something in cycle economics, where we be redesigning the fashions that we are taking the oldest, I mean the ancestors clothing style. So we've been transforming the modern one, so that we the designers of the fashion. But so when it comes to the AYLF and president, that is the Africa Young Leaders Foundation. I, I mean, until now, I'm the country, I mean, the Rwandan national president for this. What are we doing? We are developing the next generation on purpose of driving leaders, and even we are having different projects, like where we're supporting teen murders. The other time we were supporting small businesses and having such things so far. So, and yeah, that is most of this moderator have talked about. When I'm talking about the Justice Project, this is our family justice and the healthcare innovation. That's a technological tool. We call it My Angel as a nickname, so that it works like an alarm where kids, some people who are suffering from colonial diseases can use them to communicate that they are in danger, so that the people who are around, or the people who are really connected to them, can rescue them. So it is simply um, a device, so that use it in such way. So that is what I can talk about this. I'm not going to talk about international, the collaboration, because different local organization in Rwanda, so that I'm the part of art development and the child protection as well. So, okay. When it comes to the digital literacy and the gap on the source, so the gaps are there from class to career, what's young around this and what's being done. Actually, this are even the way to call people to give it an eye, so to come back to see what's possible in Rwanda, what should be a kind of investment, a sector to invest in, like, so school lack computers, reliable internet, teachers not trained in a digital pedagogy, lack of content, local content misses, student learns from foreign example. This is really hurting. This is really hurting. When I see this, I using to clients, like how this comes, how people are learning from foreign examples, how that comes. Like, people having their ancestors, those people have their elders, those people have their traditional thing, but when they really learn about something, they are getting the following examples, which is contrary nuts. So, and what's needed to bridge between digital skills and job markets. So that's the really deal. It's a hot cake for the people who really wanted to invest in Rwanda. When you come and you try to bring this bridge between the digital skills and the job market, this really a sellable thing. So youth not creating content, only consuming it. This is even a shame. How do you consume without producing? This is a little shame. So we are calling youths, young people, to really understand how to use the open platforms, so to contribute as much as possible, because at this time we really know that uh, we are we are in less as well, that the artificial intelligence is developing, but are really needing to have uh, uh, all contents to be there, so that it will be easier to serve the community, I mean, a certain community. So when it comes to the solution, we started this wiki class course, so just to enhance such kind of learning, free training, the train model. So as we training educators, school leaders, to lead to understand the open knowledge and the use of the open knowledge uh, in a global world, in this well here so far. Yeah, that's in around content creation and Wikipedia platforms. Academy partnership. So that is how we can just have solutions, but even we call people around just to see how we can just solve this as it is. Okay, when we go to the statistics, see skill to work transition, that is the data, use digital skills gap by regional and like sub-Saharan where Rwanda is belongs, you see really small. Yeah, when you see Northern Africa, and South Asia, East Asia, rising and the high income generating countries. So that is how stated. And so this is about how the key takeaways. 82 of youths is high income in a high income countries have digital job skills. That's so when you can see in sub-Saharan, see we are having 18%, 18%. So 64 is a really just a gap to close. When the higher employer rates with the verified digital skill, that is 3 times. Then free open knowledge tools cost nothing to access or to use. This shame. So we really need people who are working together, who are trying to block things alive so that show people each and everything is possible, and even free things are there to support, but if people are not really understand. I'm talking about the content on Wikipedia and other system and a sister project will are open, but even AI is an open. But how more people use, how people are really conversant with it, it's a big problem as well. So why African voice must be in a global knowledge platform? This is how really big, and we can really understand. The story told by others is incomplete. That's a big thing we cannot even understand. Since the day before, I will not understand this. How other people told my story. African community must wrote their own story. Poets. So 50% African languages are this a little small number of languages because these are somehow verified languages, but when you come in Africa, we'll be having a thousand of languages, but we try to estimate. And even you can see Kenya, Rwanda, how it is. Young African use Wikipedia for school. If African isn't there, they learn about themselves from outside. So how it is possible to learn about yourself from outside? And even you have to learn about yourself from home, from where you are, from yourself, from your elders, from your something like that. So the global decision use data. We cannot decide something without having kind of data. So the data should be collected even in an open data tools, open data platform as if they are all there. So what we need is just to mobilize, to call people together and do such work. So in Africa, that is a missing. Africa is invisible to the policymakers because when the global policymakers are sitting there in New York, they in Washington and elsewhere, they'll be just taking decision without considering Africa because they are no data about Africa as well. So that's a big problem we have as African. Okay. So every article added in Kinyarwanda is an act to cultural preservation and digital empowerment. So, and even that is really good for our national as Rwanda. So we need to document our own history and our own culture so that each and everyone will be consuming the quality information from the owners as it is. Can you continue? Oh, how about minutes? Okay, okay. It's still. Oh, what we are asking the world to do, partner with us, do support our initiative, do come across Rwanda and East Africa, try to support what we do. Well, for instance, when you donate one laptop, for instance, or when you invest to have one laptop, that means 10 young editors are being trained and starting contributing to such great work we've been talking about. This is awesome. This is awesome. One laptop, 10 young editors, 10 youths to be trained, all skills, to be really connected to their job, to be having the commercialable skills. That is the things we can just even invest in or we can support. So train the trainers. That's it. Foreign education training program, a teacher training and a digital pedagogy impact. 300 plus student per year, because those teachers are teaching in a big schools and big universities. That should be good. So will it be just need to train more teachers, more practitioners, so that to spread um, such kind of knowledge and skills as we really want to disseminate, advocate for open access, champion policies that makes internet and open source tools affordable for African schools and youth. So this is what we really need, because as long as we are talking about the open knowledge, so but the internet, um, the digital tool or digital materials, things like that, as uh, are expensive. For instance, for Africans and for the youth, because youths are not having enough money to purchase such things. But yeah, the policymaker can just even champion for this. So to see how those all materials and open sources tools should be affordable for those schools or for those youths. So invest in EdTech Africa. We are calling people to invest. Open knowledge is the foundation. Invest in a platform, content, and infrastructures built by Africans for Africans. So let me call people, let me call those who have money, those who have who are thinking to make money from Africa, do come and invest in this. It's really good and really sellable as well. There we go. How the knowledge is a power only when it's shared. So do share the knowledge. That knowledge will be turned into power. But when you have a knowledge, then we didn't share, the knowledge will be remain nothing. You will be die with such knowledge without impacting any small community. African story belongs to Africa. Let's make sure the world can lead it. So we are not needing to go everywhere talking about Africa. Let's write about Africa, so then the rest of the world will be taking time to read about Africa. Uh, I think, yes. Thank you so much, audience. Thank you so much, moderator. Thank you so much, everyone who give me the platform. Uh, Thank you so much, Cherif Peak Performance Academy. Thank you so much, everyone. I will love you so much. Thank you.